All right, so now, are you guys really here? Are you guys really getting paid thousands of dollars to come here?
That is false.
Okay.
That is false.
And then who brought you guys here?
Most of us have come here via another friend. The first person who got here, it looks around and says, "Look, there's a lot of companies that are looking for help. I might as well call my friends, have them come over to Springfield so they can help." When I say help, the companies were short-handed.
Yeah.
So we started getting here by the dozen.
Okay.
And of course, one call another, and then here we are. But we came here mainly for the workforce. We were providing the workforce that the city needed.
But the government didn't pay you guys to come here,
No,
correct?
no.
No?
Absolutely not.
Okay, that's why I just want to. This is what I want to. And do you guys have these black cards with all this magic money on them?
No, some of us do have a food stamp card.
Yeah, but we all get. Honestly, I'm on food
Same
stamps.
food stamp card that you have if we qualify.
Thank
Some
you.
of us are hardworking people. I'm not saying that whoever qualifies are not hardworking.
No,
people.
there's
What
some
I'm
that
saying-
are not.
what
I
I'm
tell you
saying-
what.
What I'm saying is that once we reach that amount, monthly or weekly, we can no longer qualify for it. So
Okay.
fortunately, it's the same one that you have, that we have. You know, we don't have a specific card.
Yeah. Okay. So why do you think the rumors are hitting you guys? Like in Springfield, Ohio. What's with Springfield, Ohio that makes it so special?
I'm gonna let some of the guys talk, but the rumors is out of frustration because it started out somebody here feel like they invaded. That's what they call it, an influx.
I call it a racist. Honestly,
Well, I don't want
people are racist.
I don't want to get that far because I still think the citizens of Springfield are beautiful people. They're wonderful people. But you have some people who feel like they invaded. They being, kicked out of the comfort zone, quote unquote.
Yes,
because,
everybody.
if they were comfortable and now so many people are here, we don't have the same way of life. So they kind of have a cultural shock. That's what caused the rumors. That's what started the rumors.
That's why a lot of people won't change to Jesus because they're uncomfortable
They're
with.
comfortable. They're comfortable
in
the
their
life
sin.
they live in.
Yes.
Exactly. So to answer your question, it all started with some of the regular citizens of Springfield who feel frustrated over us coming here by the thousands.
Okay, and the main question, what most people want to know: do you guys eat cats and dogs?
We don't. Let me make that clear for you. We are people who believe in good cuisine. We have the wonderful, one of the best cuisine in the world. We eat the same meat most of you guys eat.
Yes.
And besides, we just spice. We have little spice that we put in our meat, make it spicier than yours, maybe.
But it's not
But
cat.
It's not cat. It's not dog.
Did you know Koreans eat dog?
Well, I don't know.
My grandma's Korean. That's the only reason why I know that they eat dog, and they actually keep a farm for dogs just so they can butcher them and eat them. And I'm not joking. My grandma's Korean.
I can tell you that much. I know for a fact because I'm Haitian.
Yes.
I know Haitians don't eat dogs. They don't eat cats. They don't eat any animals that regular Americans don't eat. So we eat the same type of animals as Americans.
So are people paying you to live in your houses, or like how do you guys pay your rent?
We work and we rent. Some of us are homeowners. We own our home here in Springfield. Believe it or not, there are a lot of Haitian homeowners here in Springfield.
Yeah.
But some of us, we have to go through the same channels. We rent, we provide our income, and we fill out the applications, and we get approved for the housing. So that's how we rent.
Okay, another question that's really big online is how you guys are getting your driver's license if you're illegal.
That's the big question.
The big question.
Yes,
That's the one
driver's
that.
license part. Believe it or not, a lot of us have permits, but we think we're good enough to get behind the wheel with a permit. This is the biggest mistake we make,
Yes.
and we have to work on that ASAP among us as a community. We need to know when we have a permit, it doesn't give us the right to get out there
No,
and
you gotta
drive
have
however we feel like.
You gotta be 21 or older, someone
Yes,
in the
ma'am.
driver's seat with a license.
So we're working on that diligently to change that fact. It is a fact. There's been a lot of wrecks in town, although they're not all by Haitians, but most of those wrecks, unfortunately, are by Haitians. But we're working on that diligently
Believe it
to
or not,
change that fact.
I have been driving around this town all day, and I have not seen one accident, and they were between white folks. So
Right.
really, it's anybody.
Anybody can get an accident, but the statistic proves that we have the highest rate of accident.
That's because you guys drive in Haiti.
Not because what happened is some of us just have the permit. We can take the written test and pass it, but that doesn't mean that we're ready to get behind the wheel. I'm gonna let one of my colleagues. I don't want to be a priest preaching to the choir.
No, I just.
So I'm gonna let.
I think so. I think so. Jacob said everything. So,
Yeah.
So basically,
you have a lot of content.
some of us not ready to get behind the wheel.
To spell out, so spell out the truth, because
That's what I want to do.
So we wanted to commit it on, excellence, truth, in a way to dispel the stereotypes and misconceptions.
And we call on our mayor and our city officials also to help us. We need a.
I tried
program.
calling the mayor today, but they didn't answer. I
We
guess
challenge our mayor, although he's doing a wonderful job already, but we challenge our mayor to help us. We need help with the driving. And also, one thing I want to tell you, our community as a whole is using my voice on your device to send out our sympathy to the Clark's family, Mr. Nathan Clark and his wife, the father of Aiden Clark, the 11-year-old boy that was killed in the accident last year. He was riding the school bus on his way to school, and boom, they got in a wreck. And unfortunately, the guy behind the other wheel was a Haitian immigrant. So our prayer goes out to the Clark's family, and we're deeply, deeply, deeply sorry for what have taken place. But he
that could
understands.
have been anybody, though.
Yes, he understands that. But we wanted to use every channel that we can to let them know we sympathize with the family, with the Clark's family.
Do you know what the Bible says? It says the good die young and nobody asks why. And it's because God is sparing that person from evil. And people don't understand that because they are hurt in their scenario and their situation. They don't realize that God is actually sparing them, because I already told God, if my kids are going to be exploited by this world and going to go to hell because of it, take them out now while they can still make it to heaven, instead of being here on this earth. As much as it's going to hurt me, but it'll be better in the end. People only think of the now instead of the later. They don't think of death. They think of
We
think
like
of
to
life.
believe that. We're pretty sure that Aiden Clark,
Yeah,
is
he was
now
a
an angel,
child.
is watching over
Believe
us.
it or not,
I
though,
think
that's
he-
pagan. When people die, they're not angels. God made angels angels and people people. And believe it or not, when you die, it says the dead know nothing. So a lot of people who think that like the drug dealer who was dealing drugs is in heaven, that's just can't be true, because unless he repented right when he knew he was going to get shot and actually repented from the heart, he's not going to. But sorry to get off topic, but
That's okay.
another problem.
Good. We're just having the conversation.
Yes.
Hopefully you're gonna end up having with
Oh
another
yes,
person
I'm definitely
who
going to
will
hand
go through
this.
the same confusion.
Yes.
And hopefully we start shining lights on some of the topics.
People think that there's something more going on, but is there 20,000 Haitians like that just are coming in?
Hearing from the mayor, it's about in the 10 to 15,000.
But from your personal eyes, have you seen, like, do you know that many Haitians? Because I don't know how big Haiti is, because I know America's pretty big. I don't know every American, but I mean, you would notice if a Haitian was, because you guys have a certain talk,
Right.
you guys have a certain walk, you guys have certain aspects where you can point them out, because I can point out an American. So, from your eyes personally, do you guys see an influx of Haitians, or is it what it's always been?
You can call it an influx, because for a city of 60,000 people, when you bring 1,000, it's already a lot. And to get to 10,000, it's an influx. What we like to call influx is a high number of new faces. We love you too. We love you too. The number caused us to believe it's an influx. An influx can be 1,000. It can be 2,000, because the city already had 60+ thousand residents. So yes, I like to say yes, we admit that it's an influx, but I don't think it's a bad thing for the city, in my opinion.
Do you? Because a lot of people are saying that Haitians are taking the people of Springfield's, they're taking their houses. Is that true?
No. As a matter of fact, it's harder for us to get housing. You know why? Because they ask us to go through a procedure to get a house, to rent. or to buy.
What's the procedure?
The procedure, you have to fill out the application, they check your credit, you have to qualify, you have to make sometimes 3 times as much as your rent to get in.
That's everybody.
It's a process.
I was
So
gonna say it's everybody.
if we manage to get housing,
It is. I know I have to.
Process,
It
you know,
is.
a long process. 2 years of taxes, and your pay stubs, and then at least 1 year.
Do they do background checks on you
Yeah,
they
guys?
do background checks.
Yeah.
So it's not easier for us to get housing than you guys.
Yeah.
The only thing is, like I said, to prove my point again, some of us are hardworking people. We do have the pay stubs they're looking for. We do have the documents they want us to have. And most importantly, we are legal. That's why we're allowed to rent housing.
So you guys aren't illegal in the country.
We're not illegal immigrants.
Do you think there's some that are illegal?
I doubt it, because there's a program now the president started, and I got to give him credit for it. He creates a program where if you go across the border, you're illegal, but they make you legal because you cannot be here illegally. Once you cross the United States border, you have to become legal. Otherwise, you will be deported back to your country. So we're not illegal.
So you guys went through the process. I don't know. I don't honestly know the process. I'm curious if you went through I know you got to, because I know a girl, she's pregnant with her husband who lives in, let's say, I think it's like Lebanon or something. And he's not allowed here for 2 years because he has to wait till he gets his green card. And so I didn't know if it's the same process for you guys coming to Springfield.
It is the same process for some of us. Some of us had loved ones here, wives, husbands, and they're allowed to bring us here via a green card program.
Okay.
But some of us just cross the border and we get deported too. Some of us got deported back home. But some of us were lucky enough, we qualified for the TPS program. And we cross the border illegally and we become TPS holder. And some of us apply for asylum. Some of us qualify through asylum. Some of us are persecuted back in our home. Back in our country, we get persecuted, and then we ask for asylum. Some of us got legal through the CBP1 program. That's another program that allows us to have a I-94. Give us a time frame to live here legally.
Are you guys like dangerous gang people? Like,
Matter of fact, look, most of us don't even smoke cigarettes.
no?
So most of them don't smoke cigarettes. Most of us don't even drink alcohol. Alcohol is a social drink, but some of us do drink, but most of us don't even drink alcohol. So we cannot be violent. We cannot be part. We don't have that luxury to be part of any gang because we're too busy working. We work 60 hours, 12 hours a day sometimes. So we cannot be part of any gangs because we don't have time to be part of any gang.
One last thing. So it's a thank you for you. So travel long way to come get the trophy. It's a thank you for you. And
Our community thanks you.
Yeah, thanks you.
I'm tired of the lies.
Spread it out.
As much as you can.
Dogs, pets, anything like that. So thank you. It's a thank you. So
And you have our faces.
Yep.
This our signature.
Some people don't want their faces.
Our faces are our signature.
Yeah.
So you can have as solid proof that you did speak to some Haitians.
Yes, because a lot of people are just, like I said, they just talk.
Thank you so much for having us.
How long have you guys been in the country?
Different time frames. Some of us been here for longer.
6 years, some of us 6 years, some of us
6 years.
I've been here for 29 years.
20
Yeah.
years. So,
Really?
yeah, it
Depends on who you talk to. But
Did you invite your family and friends over
Actually,
29 years ago, or
all my
your?
children were born here.
Oh, really?
Only my wife. I brought my wife here.
Okay.
But all my kids, my daughter is 24. She was born here in Florida,
Okay.
in the United States.
I do have like 2 more questions because mattress. The mattress. Do you guys throw mattresses everywhere? Because that's another thing.
Steel mattress.
That people are. That was one thing that people were complaining about, that they throw mattresses everywhere. So I'm curious if
I don't get it. What do you mean mattress?
a mattress. You lay down on it.
Throw it everywhere.
Somebody's complained because he threw it in their yard. A Haitian threw it in their yard, and so they think that you guys trash people's yards and stuff. Do you guys trash people's yards?
I don't think so. I think you might have some isolate cases where one individual may do that. I'm not gonna be the devil's advocate, but I'm not. I've never heard.
I didn't know if you guys did that or.
Neither one of us do.
Okay.
So, we sure.
And then when you get deported, last question: when you guys get deported, are you allowed to come back in, or are you guys gone for life in America?
They give you a time frame. Depends on the nature of your deportation. After 10 years, you can reapply for a visa to come here as a tourist. But depends on the nature of your deportation. It may be longer.
Oh, how do you get the driver's license? Like, I understand that you guys have the permit, but how do you get them? Like, what documentation do you need to get it?
You go to BMV with your papers, I-94, employment authorization card, social security card.
So you guys have social security?
We have social security card. When you present those documents, you're allowed to take the written test. Once you get the permit, then you can go to test drive, get the test drive, and pass the test drive, get a driver's license.
Do you have to have your passport?
Sometimes you have to bring if you don't have the Ohio ID already, with your I-94, you can go with your passport as an official ID.
Okay, so
there's you take the test.
So you have to show you like your green card and you said you guys get social security cards?
Work permit.
So illegals, I just want to make this clear. Illegals are not allowed to get driver's license.
Not at all. They can't. There's no way. There's no way.
Yes.
Gotcha.
Okay.
Okay, I appreciate you guys very much. Thank you.